frustrated with some pedals that seem to throttle their behavior to make them stay within boundaries of producing the sort of expected palette of sounds that that type of pedal might create. So with Pet Yeti, I wanted to remove any throttling like that. I want to let you decide if you want to drive it well past sort of standard distortion sounds and into territory that was really wild and bizarre. I wanted to make some videos to showcase some of my favorite sounds on the Pet Yeti, some sort of tips and tricks and hidden gems. The first one I want to showcase is the sag feature. So what I have here is, importantly, the strength control maxed out. The gain is pretty high, bit crusher's off. And importantly, the shape knob sort of rolled all the way back. Now, when the strength is maxed out, and when you have an instrument with relatively hot output, the shape knob changes. At lower gain settings, it's kind of like a pre-distortion tone circuit, but at more extreme gain settings, it changes the frequencies that get sent into the distortion circuit, and it ends up just completely changing the behavior of the distortion in the first place. And with the shape knob sort of rolled to the left, it starts to produce this kind of sagging sound where the harder you dig into your guitar or whatever you're playing, it actually kind of reduces the volume. It's like the distortion gets so extreme, the sound gets thrown against the brick wall so hard that it just flattens out into nothingness in the sound that I think sounds really kind of like blown out and wild and weird. The shape knob ends up at this setting, kind of like becoming a sag control. So as I start to roll it back, I can make that effect a little less extreme. You can still achieve super high gain sounds without any sag at all just by rolling the shape back. You can get a much more stable but high sustainy, kind of like woolly, fuzzed out sound. But I just love this really weird and wonderful sagging effect where it just starts to completely invert the sound you're playing into it.